This is David Spiegel for MPHawks.com here with Rob Bruley, head women's tennis coach here at New Paltz. Coach, last year, team finished 13-4, undefeated in conference play to start the season. Fell in the SUNY Championship to Geneseo for the second straight year. Beat them in the regular season this year, though. Also had some big wins against the Stevens Institute of Technology, Ithaca in the spring. Just tell me about last year and some of your reaction to that.
Well, I think certainly in the fall, last year's team I think was the best team never to win the conference. That was probably in my 17 years here our best team, strongest team from top to bottom. We've had some amazing players playing at 1 and 2, but just the strength in depth that we had last year was pretty amazing, and I think it showed itself in the fall where beating Geneseo for probably the first time in 7 years or so that they've lost a conference match. They've always been so strong, and perhaps you could say it backfired with us in the final because they were by far the better team. They came at us. They wanted revenge, and fair play to them. They took us in the final. But overall, I was very pleased with the way the team played last year. Couldn't ask for any more from our three seniors: Montana Wilson, Kayla DePalo, and Ali Esposito. It was a great way for them to finish their 4 years on the program, and especially with Montana getting MVP at a conference last year. I think is certainly deserved with the commitment all three of them put in.
And as you said, you lost those three seniors. You had Montana, the conference MVP. You lost Kayla DePaulo, who broke the program record for overall wins last year, and Ali Esposito, who's top in every category. How does your team move on without these three seniors?
Well, again, it's kind of life after them. We've got to keep going. We've kept this thing going now for 12 years, and being one of the top teams in SUNY, and we've just got to keep going out there and recruiting the best players we can. I bring in freshmen to start. I don't bring them in to sit them on the bench. So we very rarely make a cut from the program. People are invited onto the program, and then they fight for a starting position in the program. Again, we're looking for the best that's out there, and again, the best that's out there have a lot of options, and we just hope that one of the options, or they at least take a look to see what we've got to offer here, both athletically and academically. And we're getting there. It's been a tough one this year, losing the heart and soul of the team, but I think we've done very well in our recruiting class.
Now, before we hit on the newcomers, you have 5 returning student athletes this year, 1 senior, 2 juniors, 2 sophomores. Who amongst this group do you expect to step up big time this year and take that big leadership role?
Well, I think Paige Monroe this year, this is her year, it's her senior year. Every year she's got better and better. Consistently, I would say one of the best doubles players I've certainly ever worked with, and I think in the conference. Very smart player, level-headed, knows how to play the game, both doubles and singles. Devon Tracy, I see her stepping up in the doubles role with Paige. Probably those two are going to play one. And then Jessica Schmidt and Ali Stark. Jessica has been getting better and better every semester, so we're looking for big things from Jess. And certainly Ali, who came in injured last year, so she really missed the full season, and we started to see what she has to offer for the program in last spring. She's come back super fit. She has a great tennis background. Her dad owns a tennis club in Binghamton, so she's been around tennis all her life. So I'm expecting big things from those players.
And now you have a bunch of freshmen coming in, obviously. Ones who are highly touted. You expect great things from them. Tell me about some of them and what's special about each one.
Well, I think the two that I think will start somewhere in the lineup is Olivia Amirati, much sought after athlete by many colleges, tennis programs, 2-star athlete. So she's been around tennis all her life from Huntington, New York. She's going to be starting 1 or 2. There's no doubt about it. She is a perfect fit for our program. An excellent athlete, very fit, very dedicated. We're looking for big things from Olivia, and I think she's gonna hit the ground running, especially if she starts at number 1. So there's a lot of pressure on a freshman, but she can certainly cope with that pressure. One of our other freshmen is Veronica Pakin. Veronica is a double specialist. Again, sought after athlete by many Division 1 programs. You know, especially being a double specialist, it's everybody wants doubles players. It's something that you know is a big part of collegiate tennis, and you're seeing someone like her. They, you know, big time programs will bring in someone like that just plays doubles. Last year, she got to the state semi-final with a partner who's since been recruited to Manhattan College on a scholarship. So she comes with a lot of experience, and we're hoping that a highly successful high school career can carry on into a highly successful collegiate career. Our other two freshmen, Liz Palmer from Casanova, again I see Liz you know, pushing for a spot lower down the ladder. She's really been playing well in the singles, and again is excited and a little bit nervous, as are all the freshmen, to be a part of this program. And our last one is Mary Ann Berder, fairly local girl from Munro Woodbury. Again, she's a double specialist, so again she's looking to push for a position in our doubles lineup. But one thing I'd like, you know, I was very pleased with everybody, especially the freshmen, that they came to college fit. We had probably our toughest pre-season that I've ever put together, and they've come out of it stronger and ready to meet the challenge that's going to be put in front of them.
Now it sounds like doubles play is going to be a strong suit for the team this year, and a lot of play in the bottom of the flights also. How big is it to win those lower matches?
Oh, it's imperative at the bottom. I can't speak highly enough of, or strongly enough of, how important it is at the double, at the winning doubles at 2 and 3. You know, everybody's got a good one doubles team, and you see some tremendous matches. I think a lot of people don't give Division 3 the respect it deserves in tennis. There's not the huge gaps that sometimes you see at D3 and D1 in other sports. And you know, we've had some tremendous doubles matches at number 1, but if you can, as much as you can bank on a win, can bank on wins at 2s and 3s, you know, it's valuable points that you take into the singles, 6 single matches, where you don't need, if you can win 2 double matches, you only need to win 3 of the single matches to get the 5 points needed to win a dual match.
Now, this year's schedule begins the way it usually does. You face all the SUNYAC teams. SUNY Geneseo, very big match in middle of September. For how long have you had that match marked off on your calendar?
Oh, probably marked it off once we lost the conference championship last year. And it is a tremendous advertisement for our conference when you've got 2 extremely good regionally ranked teams going head to head in the same conference. We respect each other, and both teams and both coaches enjoy going head to head for the challenge. There's never a dull moment in the match. There's ups and downs on every court. Even when we've beaten them 9-0 perhaps, or they've beaten us 9-0, it's not a true reflection of the game. The matches are very, very tight and can swing on 1 or 2 errors or 1 or 2 winners. And I think both teams enjoy playing each other and enjoy pushing each other as well.
And your team is a perennial powerhouse when it comes to the SUNYAC tournament every single year. You've been in the finals, or you finished in the top 2, I should say, in each of the past 11 years. And with Geneseo finishing the top 2 right there with you for the last 7. This year you scheduled a match against Skidmore College, a nationally ranked team, perennial powerhouse also, right before the tournament starts. How do you feel that will prepare your team for higher competition?
Well, I think tennis is one of these sports where you can really push yourself against and challenge yourself against good players. It just keeps you extremely sharp. We've done this for many, many years, where we will schedule teams like Vassar and NYU before SUNYAC championships. I think it's also a mark of respect of where SUNY New Paltz tennis is at the moment, when we've got nationally ranked teams willing to come to us and play us. You know, it's you know, you kind of have to earn the respect of the big guns, and I think we've done that over the years. And you know, I'd like to expand the schedule to more teams that call us, and hopefully we can you know, bring some more nationally ranked teams to New Paltz and go to these teams to play them and see what just to showcase what we've got here. But again, that is always determined by the strength of our roster. You know, I certainly wouldn't take a weak team to a nationally ranked team because it does no team any good. So we're excited to play Skidmore and know the coach very well. And again, you know, we're predominantly a New York State team. You get teams like Skidmore and Vassar and NYU, and they're not only recruiting nationwide, but they've got people from around the world on these teams. So it's, I think it's a remarkable achievement that we're up there with those kind of tennis programs.
Great. Well, New Paltz women's tennis opens its season this Saturday, August 31st, with a home match against SUNY Oswego, 1 p.m. at the North Kent Tennis Courts. Coach, best of luck this year.
Thank you
very much.
It's a pleasure. Thanks.